Wow, what an unbelievable day in sports. January 10th, 2024, only 10 days into the new year, and we have a litany of head coaching changes happening. Let's start the breaking news out of the college ranks. Nick Saban, legendary Alabama head football coach. Nick Saban is retiring. This is from Cloud ESPN, from Bleacher Report posted. Nick Saban calling it quits after 28 years of coaching. During his tenure in college, he won 7 national championships, 1 with LSU and 6 with Alabama. Roll Tide. He's a 5-time SEC Coach of the Year, 297 career wins which is 5th all time. And some of the names that he has put into the NFL, some of the people that he has been able to give him the opportunity to play on Sunday. You talk about guys like Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, Tua, Bryce Young, Mac Jones. Talk about the running backs, Derrick Henry from the Titans, who's possibly going to go move on to a new team, Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, Jamar Gibbs, Mark Ingram, Eddie Lace, Trent Richardson, current players, former players, Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, Calvin Ridley. The list goes on and on and on. The University of Alabama, as we know it, may no longer be the same fierce dominance. The brand may never be the same now that Nick Saban is stepping away from that university. And during his time there, listen, he's got all the money in the world. He's about 72 years old. He's made about $120 million during his entire tenure as the Alabama football coach. That's a lot of chicken right there. Made about average $19,308 per day. That's according to Bleacher Report. That's his average income from Alabama since 2007. So he definitely doesn't need the money. Definitely doesn't need the stress, especially being a college football coach. The constant stress. You talk about recruiting. You talk about every single year you have a new income of talent coming in, trying to adjust the talent to gel together. That is a lot on somebody's plate. And somebody who's 72 years old, I think is like, you know what? You're not doing it for the money. He's well accomplished. He's not doing it just to chase national championships. He's done everything that there is to do in the sport of college football. So he's got a gigantic mansion in Alabama. Just enjoy the sunset, man. He probably wants to be with his wife, spend more time with his family, his kids. We're all grown. Why not? But some reactions from former players, current coaches in college football ranks. One of the nodes is Coach Deion Sanders. Coach Prime tweeted this on Twitter. Wow, college football just lost the GOAT to retirement. Wow, I knew it would happen one day, but not this soon. The game has changed so much that it has chased the GOAT away. College football, let's hold up our mirrors and say honestly what you see. At Coach Prime at CU Buffalo Football. And then Coach Prime's son, Shadil, was like, hey, college football, Bama players, yeah, we ain't hard to find. So they already started recruiting. I believe that Alabama just lost a 2025 5-star recruit. So get ready to see a whole bunch of Alabama players enter the transfer portal now that Nick Saban has stepped away and retired. So that's the news on the college football rankings. Now we got news on the NFL rankings. This was probably as much of a shocker as Saban retiring. Pete Carroll is stepping away as the Seattle Seahawks head coach. Nobody saw this coming. Seattle had a very, very good season this year with Geno Smith at the helm. All of a sudden, he's just like, hey, I'm stepping away. And he's still going to have some type of advisory role with the organization, probably, will be down on the sidelines or helping with personnel moves. But Pete Carroll's tenure as a head coach for the Seattle Seahawks is done, is no more. Nobody saw this coming. Again, a very, very shocking coaching change. And Pete Carroll's resume speaks for itself. 14 NFL seasons. He's the Super Bowl champion back in 2003 with the Legion of Boom. He has a winning record in 11 of his 14 seasons as head coach, 137 wins. That is a 60% win percentage, both the highest in Seattle Seahawks franchise history. 10 playoff wins since 2010, as tied third in the NFL among head coaches. And this is an official statement from the Seahawks owner. After thoughtful meetings and careful consideration for the best interest of the franchise, we have amicably agreed with Pete Carroll that his role with evolving from head coach to remain with the organization as an advisor. Peters, winningest coach in Seahawks history, brought the city its first Super Bowl title and created a tremendous impact over the past 14 years on the field and in the community. His expertise in leadership and building a championship culture will continue on as an integral part of our organization moving forward. Pete will always be loved and a member of the Seahawks family. I mean, again, you talk about two legendary head coaches on January 10th, 2024, stepping away from the game of football. We are officially entering a new era. All the guys that we used to grow up with, the superheroes, the guys that we know. Tom Brady is no longer playing football. Nick Saban has stepped away from the game of football. Pete Carroll has retired. You talk about Big Ben Roethlisberger is no longer playing. They only have one last survivor left, and that's Aaron Rodgers, and he's on his way out the door. So we're officially ushering a new era in the sport of football and the sport of college football. The famous figures that we have known, that we have grown up with, are slowly but steadily stepping away from the game. Let me know what you guys think about Nick Saban retiring, as well as Pete Carroll stepping away from the head coach as the Seattle Seahawks. Leave a comment down below, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.